The next speaker is Ms. Furukawa Akari from Senzoku Gakuen Senior High School. The title is Become Your Country's Ambassador. Ms. Furukawa, please.
What is your ideal globalized society? Mine is a harmonious society where people of all different races, ethnicities, and religions live together peacefully, accepting and celebrating their diversity. However, this is much easier said than done. Unfortunately, we tend to judge others with different backgrounds, and ignorance of other cultures create conflict among countries. I believe that now is the right time to end these judgments and create a world of peaceful cultural coexistence. We judge others because we don't know about their cultures, and foreign things often seem distant, even scary to us. So how can we make progress toward creating an ideal society where all people live side by side harmoniously? My experience as an exchange student gave me an idea on what we can do. Last year, I participated in a one-year student exchange program and lived in the state of Tennessee. Unlike some states in the U.S. like New York or California, Tennessee does not have many Japanese residents. In fact, at the local American high school that I attended, I was the one and only Japanese student there. So, what did this mean? This meant that I was an ambassador for my country. If I was rude and treated people poorly, the Americans might get a bad impression of Japan as a whole. And Americans might get a bad impression of Japan as a whole, and this realization put a huge weight on my shoulders. At first, I was scared that whatever I did, the Americans would think something of Japan just because of something that I did. But after expending a considerable amount of time thinking, I came to realize that I didn't have to be perfect. I just had to be genuine, because it was important for the Americans to know the real Japan, not just the stereotypes. As a girl who was born and raised in Japan, I knew more about my country than anybody else at school. I decided that I wasn't going to stress over whether or not I was fit for the role, because I was the only Japanese person there. There was no competition. I just needed to be confident and believe in what I was doing. From then on, I was delighted to be able to share my culture with everyone. I participated in my school's international festival and had a little booth to share the traditional toys of Japan. It made me very happy when the American students played with the toys and became interested in them. As a result of my cultural booth, kendama became a big trend among some boys at school. They even formed their own little group to practice new tricks every week. In addition, I taught Japanese to my friends who were able to learn basic conversation by the end of my exchange year. These were only small things, but I was overjoyed when my friends told me at my farewell party at the end of the year, "Akari, I really want to go to Japan because of you." These words touched my heart. I was so grateful that I was able to do my part in being an ambassador for Japan and promoting a positive image of the country that I love. All people can contribute to the creation of a diverse, globalized world by being ambassadors for their countries. You too can become an ambassador. All you need is love for your country, willingness to share your culture with others, and faith in our society that united, our generation can create a diverse, globalized world where all people live together in peace. Thank you for listening.